Did you guys know that I still got my old iPod Touch? It still works, by the way. I wasn't that careless with it. But when I first got it, my sights fell on this particular game that I stumbled upon in the App Store, CLUEDO. I was also obsessed with Pocket Planes, Pocket Frogs, and the Game of Life at the time, so this seemed like it was worth spending however much it was on it. Let's just say it was nothing like what I expected. I thought the game would be a virtual version of the board game, not whatever this mess is. In this version, you're a reporter going around and interviewing Mr. Body. Sorry, they changed his name. Mr. Black's friends. Snooping through bookshelves and generally being a nosy nobody. Some of the assignments have really unimaginative titles. I mean, Stone Cold Murder and Murder 101 aren't exactly winning any Title of the Year awards for me. One major problem I have with this interpretation of the game is the time limit. You're usually given just over an hour to get your case together, with your editor giving you an extra 15 minutes if you're terrible like me and can't work it out. Except for the easy ones. Like, unless this guy has the biggest house on earth, it does not take 2 minutes to walk from one end to another when there are only 4 rooms. Speaking of his house, Mr. Black's house is basically the TARDIS. In each case, it seems to be a different size, with rooms in different positions. And why does it take 4 minutes to examine an email or 3 minutes to look at a plant? How am I expected to get anything done with such a short time limit? Unless you plan out exactly who you're going to talk to, what you'll touch, and where you'll go, you'll find you'll eat through it ridiculously quickly. I mean, come on, I know I'm slow in real life, but it doesn't take me 4 minutes to read an email. It also gets harder when more suspects are included in the case. You end up with so many damn motives and clues to keep track of, along with stupid notes that say things like, I'm directly north of the pistol. Like, who writes notes like that? I was in the room directly east of you? These are just stupid. I gotta admit, I love how slick and crispy animation is. Despite the app being a few years old now, it still runs smoothly enough. And normally I'd be praising how items, motives and characters change at each run through of a case, but when I can't solve a case initially, it becomes much harder. I mean, when I was playing through these to record footage for you, I failed pretty much every single time. Am I doing something wrong, or is Sherlock's ghost frowning at me? Not quite. Try again. More like, you suck.